Hey guys, David here and welcome to Digital Outlook. And guys, do we have some news to share with you today? The SEC's case against Ripple takes a major hit. So guys, let's get to it. So guys, as we all know, the big buzz in this space right now is this massive fine that the SEC is out trying to really just squeeze out of Ripple with this Ripple versus SEC case. Well guys, some information has been just buzzing around the interwebs lately that could really put a damper on the SEC's prospects of absolutely achieving it. And guys, what a hit against the SEC it is. Just check this article out right here. SEC case against Ripple weakens. Can the SEC prove XRP caused harm? Well, guys, just listen to this right here. The crux of the SEC's case against Ripple hinges on disgorgement, a legal remedy that forces a party to return allegedly ill-gotten gains. And that's what the SEC is trying to seek from Ripple. Now, the SEC is seeking a hefty $1.95 billion fine from Ripple, comprising $876 million in disgorgement, the same in the civil penalty, and guys, $200 million in interest. However, a recent court decision has cast doubt on the SEC's ability to achieve this hefty sum. According to legal experts, a recent ruling established a stricter standard for disgorgement. The SEC is now required to demonstrate concrete financial losses individuals, investors suffered. Now, the SEC's argument that some XRP buyers were financially harmed because they bought at a lower price than others might not meet this new standard. And guys, right now, for the majority of purchasers of XRP, considering where the price is, they are in profit. Now, sure, there are some, and it is a small minority, by the way, that were buying up there at those tops in 2018. But the majority of folks legitimately are in profit. So who has been harmed? Now, listen to this. Without clear evidence of individual investor losses, the court may find it difficult to justify the sizable disgorgement amount sought by the SEC. This could drastically reduce the financial penalty imposed on Ripple's labs, even if the court rules that XRP is a security, which, by the way, the court has ruled that XRP in and of itself is not a security, and especially in the secondary market where you and I would have bought it. What they did say is, hey, the institutional sales could have represented securities contracts that included XRP, but XRP in and of itself is not a security. And by the way, the SEC is not even appealing that adjudication. Now, listen to this. The recent ruling weakens the SEC's case by highlighting the lack of identifiable victims. This further weakens the SEC's claim over $200 million in interest, as interest typically accrues on disgorgement amounts. While the SEC could still pursue a financial penalty against Ripple, the absence of clear evidence of investor harm significantly weakens its position. This unexpected development adds another layer of complexity to the already intricate legal battle between Ripple and the SEC. The outcome of the case will undoubtedly significantly impact the future of cryptocurrency regulation in the United States. And guys, boy, do I ever believe that. In fact, I think that once this case is all done, we're going to be putting away the Howey test, and for probably the next 80 to 100 years, it's going to be the Ripple test. Now, guys, I want you to hear somebody give their take on it who is really a big champion in this space, and that is James Murphy, Metala Man. Now, if you guys have not heard of James Murphy, Metala Man, go and give him a follow right there on X. But guys, just take a listen to this right here.
The bigger argument here, in my view, is Ripple caught a very, very lucky break recently. The Second Circuit Court of Appeals ruled at the end of last year that in order for there to be disgorgement, there have to be victims of the fraud, victims of the securities law violation. There has to be something called pecuniary harm, and that means losses, actual losses. So when you read the SEC's filing on their damages theory, they have a heading saying, hey, no problem, there's pecuniary harm here, but they don't actually identify a single purchaser of XRP who lost money. What they say is some purchasers, and remember, we're talking about sophisticated institutional buyers, hedge funds, VCs, whales buying XRP, and they bought at discounts and then presumably sold, not the next day, but periodically. And so the SEC says some of the buyers got a lower discount than others, and therefore they were pecuniarily harmed, which does violence to that term. There have to be actual losses, and they do not identify a single quote unquote victim institution that lost money in their deal because they bought all of this XRP at some significant discounts. Yeah, and just to tie a bow on it, this concept of disgorgement, while it is a party who's done something wrong, issued an unregistered security, is supposed to give back their net profit from doing that, that money is supposed to go to victims, not to the Treasury. And so if there are no victims, the entire rationale for the disgorgement goes away. And so if there's no disgorgement, by the way, Scott, then there's no 200 million in interest. Right. Interest triggers off of disgorgement, and so that would go away. Now, caveat is you can still have a penalty in the absence of victims and a disgorgement judgment, but it would be weird for an $850 million penalty in a situation where there's no disgorgement, no victims, no restitution fund, no nothing. That would be pretty odd. And so the court then would have a lot of discretion in establishing what the penalty might be. And I think it'd be substantially lower than that 850.
Well, guys, what an amazing explanation. I absolutely enjoyed that because, of course, right now, all the FUD we're hearing is, oh my goodness, the SEC is going to squeeze $2 billion out of Ripple, and they're going to have to go out there and sell a heap of XRP. And, of course, the XRP price is going to get crushed. What a load of FUD. Guys, think about it. What have we been seeing this entire case? Well, when the SEC originally sued Ripple back in 2020, the narrative was then, yep, for certain XRP is going to be declared a security. And what happened, guys? Nope, it was declared not to be a security, and especially in the secondary market. The only way that they're securities is the institutional sales. Now, XRP in and of itself is not a security, and get this, the SEC is not even appealing that. What they're talking about is the way in which institutional sales were done in those contracts that could represent, XRP was a part of it, of course, but those contracts could represent securities. Now, guys, think about this. The only contracts that would justifiably be securities are the ones that are sold by Ripple right here in the United States under the jurisdiction of the SEC. We know that Ripple has been out there in the wide world in a massive way. Doing what, guys? Establishing relationships and building partnerships and institutional agreements and the utilization of XRP. Well, those agreements do not fall under the jurisdiction of the SEC and will not be forming part of the institutional sales. Now, just take a look at this article right over here. XRP demand surges. Ripple inks 80 institutional sales contracts despite the legal battle. Just listen to this. Now, crypto enthusiast Zach Rector, who, by the way, I have met Zach Rector person to person when I was at that last XRP Vegas, conference, and really an amazing guy. Guys, and having said that, listen, Judy and I are going to this year's XRP Vegas conference, and if you're out there and you see us there, I'll tell you what, you feel free, come up and say hello. We want to meet you. That is for sure. Now listen to this. Zach Rector has maintained an interest in Ripple's XRP token despite the company's ongoing legal battle with the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission. Despite this dispute, institutional investors utilize XRP to do what, guys? Speed up international financial transactions. Now just listen to this tweet. Ripple was forced to disclose that it had entered into more than 80 institutional sales contracts since the filing of this lawsuit. Who said there wasn't a demand for XRP? Zach Rector, March 2026, 2024. Bang on. Because I'll tell you what, all the FUD, nobody's using Ripple, Guys, they have been selling it and making arrangements with institutional investors in a big way for their on-demand liquidity. Now, you just think about that. Last quarter in 2023, Ripple sold $1 billion worth of XRP to who? On-demand liquidity partners, not to retail investors. They have not been dumping it on retail. That is hogwash. They've been selling it to institutional partners that are using it with the on-demand liquidity rails, guys. And on top of that, look, they're working with central banks for the evolution of their digital money, right? Central bank digital currencies. In no way have they been dumping it on retail. That is just sheer FUD. Now listen to this. In December 2020, the SEC sued the company for conducting unregistered securities offerings through its XRP sales. Ripple persevered and won 80 institutional contracts. Contrary to expectations, that litigation would impede Ripple's financial growth. The company has seen significant increase in XRP sales revenue. Between 2021 and 2023, this source of income substantially surpassed the sum of all revenues received from 2014 to 2020. The precise post-lawsuit numbers are yet unknown, awaiting a request for sealing from all parties concerned. And that right there, guys, tells you that major institutions around the wide world are buying up XRP and are utilizing it for cross-border payments. And it's exactly being used what it was meant to be used for and how it was created, to transfer value. Don't miss it. Read between the lines. Now, with an amazing 45.77 billion XRP at the end of 2023, Ripple is the leading XRP custodian, even though XRP is widely distributed through its on-demand liquidity products, as formerly reported by ETH News. The SEC has highlighted these transactions in context of its legal action, which has helped to support its proposal that Ripple pay a substantial $2 billion fine for alleged infractions. Well, guys, we know that that's absolutely more than likely not going to happen. Why? Well, guys, you're listening just right there to what we heard about how disgorgement has to happen. Who has been harmed? And on top of that, the institutional sales, like we've been saying, most of those did not happen here in the United States under the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's jurisdiction. They happened outside of the U.S. in jurisdictions, by the way, where Ripple holds a significant presence in those economies right there. Now, in order to meet the growing demand from, guys, institutions, Ripple carefully watches over its holdings of XRP. Now get this, 1 billion XRP tokens are released from escrow each month. Of those, 800 million are re-escrowed. And the remaining 200 million, guys, listen to this, are distributed to on-demand liquidity clients' needs. They are not dumped on the retail space. That is a fact, Jack. Now, Ripple is actively buying and selling XRP, which is another indication of its market activity per its Q1 2023 financial disclosures. And by the way, you can literally go to Ripple's website and you can pull up these quarter disclosures and read it for yourself. Now, Meanwhile, the XRP price has increased by 0.01 to and $2.45% over the last 24 hours and 7 days, reaching 62.21 cents. Guys, it is absolutely amazing what we're seeing, and it's telling us right there. I mean, all those folks are saying, oh no, Ripple's not being used. Well, now, guys, we knew it was being used. We had evidence of that, but now we have irrefutable proof right there in front of our faces. Now, something else, take a listen to this right here. Analysts predict major surge for XRP and Stellar Lumens. Listen to this right here. With optimism prevailing in the cryptocurrency market, technical analysts anticipate a potentially strong rally for XRP and Stellar Lumens XLM. Notably, the anonymous crypto analyst charting guy recently emphasized that both XRP and XLM have been trading sideways for 6 years and have formed a symmetrical triangle patterns that could trigger significant price rises. Crypto analysts charting guy suggests amidst XRP's ongoing legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the altcoin could target the price range of $10 to $13 based on the symmetrical triangle pattern with observed channel tops. Currently trading at 61.98 cents, this prediction for the altcoin corresponds to an increase of 1,500 to 2,000%, and it's right there, guys. Now listen to this. How many of these technical analysts are out there with sheer confluence with one another regarding, hey, we're seeing something really familiar here back from 2017. And we have been watching XRP for these 6 years, and we are getting squeezed right down to an absolute apex where it has the potential to blast way, way off. Now listen to this right here. Similarity charting guy notes that XLM has formed a formation similar to XRP's and that both charts show a high correlation in price movement. Taking into account the formation of the symmetrical triangle for XLM, the analyst evaluates that the altcoin could target the $2.50 region. Currently trading at 13.67 cents, this forecast for XLM corresponds to a potential serve of over 1,700%. And guys, we have seen this before. As XRP moves, hey, XLM moves in tandem, and just look at the similarities of these charts over the past 6 years, and both of them coming to a major apex. Now, guys, in response to potential skepticism regarding his predictions, charting guy underscores the vast potential of XRP and XLM, viewing them as an integral components of the future financial system, particularly as neutral bridge currencies connecting central bank digital currencies. Furthermore, another crypto analyst, CoinsKid, echoed charting guy's analyst shared on social media platform X, emphasizing the need for a long-term approach to timing and expressing belief in the significant prospects of XRP and XLM. And guys, I have watched CoinsKid and I absolutely enjoy his TA. Go and give him a follow there on YouTube. And I'll tell you what, he is an amazing guy. Now, while the strong bullish predictions put forth by analysts for XRP and XLM are certainly eye-catching, now, guys, here it comes. It's important to be aware of the highly volatile nature of cryptocurrency. Basically, is what he's saying. Hey, my article here, not financial advice. That's what he's saying. Guys, you are watching it, and this is the deal. Go out there, research it for yourself. Listen, you are going to hear all kinds of different folks' opinions on where this could go, and certainly with these TA guys for sure. But we are witnessing something we have not seen in a very, very long time. And guys, it's like the weather. You can't absolutely guarantee what it's going to be, but you can look back and say, hey, I've been in storms before, and clouds like that, they mean rain. And that's basically what's going on here on a balance of probabilities, guys. guys. Just take a look at it. Hey, if it was me, and this is what Judy and I did, we went out and researched, and we are 100% convinced. I'll tell you what, we've got our ticket, and we cannot wait for this rocket ship ride, blasting us right past the moon and all the way through Jupiter. So guys, we've all probably heard the saying, don't put off tomorrow what you can get done today. And there has never been a more apt saying when it comes to getting your plan in place. And what our coaching program offers, that is where you and I can meet personally, one-on-one for 1 hour over Zoom. And during that time, I share with you our personal journey in that last bull run and what enabled Judy and I to experience some amazing financial success. I share with you the mistakes we made so that you don't have to fall into the same pitfalls we did. We take a look at your portfolio and make sure that it's balanced towards your goals, and we work together to develop your exit strategy. We can even get your assets off an exchange and onto a hardware wallet, along with delivering to you some amazing techniques that are really going to help you in this space. Now, the cost of that is $250, and if that's something that interests you, you write me right there at coaching@thedigitaloutlook.com, and we'll get you all booked in. So guys, I truly hope that you enjoyed today's video, and as always, it's not financial advice, it's just my 2 cents. Hit the like and subscribe, drop your comments down in the comment section, and I'll catch you in the next one.